Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space it out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space it out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Check 45, come on. Are you getting ahead? Are you getting ahead?
On first down, Metcalf. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this dig, has got to be priority one.
To throw on third down, Quinn. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. They'll run on first down. Metcalf. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the back. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Operating from the gun, Quinn. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
He's playing to win. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Titans! Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Come on, set. Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check this out.
On 1st down, Metcalf. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Set, ready. Now to work. Check 45 to Mike. He's time to win.
To throw on 2nd down. Quinn. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Quinn, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, Quinn. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Metcalf. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They'll try the left side. Metcalf. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Quinn nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. 57.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the delay, here's Hunt. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate Dalvin alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Metcalf. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, Metcalf. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, Quinn. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quinn. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw again, Quinn. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready? 50 seconds to Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hustle. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Check. 57.
He'll look to throw, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up third and 9.
Mike's 57's Mike. I'm coming after you.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
57's the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll set up to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Quinn. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run on first down. Metcalf. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quinn. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Go. Shoot up.
They're going to look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 15 running. Yo. Switch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. 57, come on.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Back to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Squeeze, double. It's three.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here I come.
Hey, check Mike 57.
He'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on second down. Quinn. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Quinn looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Quinn. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Badgley missed it. Off to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll keep it on the ground. Metcalf, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
From the gun, Quinn. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quinn. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Quinn. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Switzer on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 1st down, Metcalf. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Okay, ready. Mike, go. Right here. Alert flare.
Off play action. Quinn. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Quinn. And he's going to go down again. Jeffrey Simmons providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Quinn. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jeffrey Simmons. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Let's go. This is the plan. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kareem Hunt. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
On the set. Mike 57.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Yeah. Now the wolf. Hey, I'm coming.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Titans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold.